This is negima that was grilled using a Charblox. Hey Yaki Gang, Yakitori guy here. So we've done the charcoal test comparing lump to Binchotan, and we've also tested Kingsford briquettes. I hope you had a chance to take a look at those videos as I cover the charcoal characteristics that's good and bad for making yakitori. Today I have here another charcoal called Charblox, and this is something that's been targeted in my social media feeds as well as my Amazon shop page, so I thought I'd give it a try. So on the box it says it's long lasting, stays lit for 5 hours, no artificial chemicals, low ash, no sparks. Basically it's similar characteristics as Japanese Ogatan, so I wanted to compare this. And this box was $35.99 for this 11-pound box. I got it on Amazon Prime, so it came basically the next day. If the performance is good for yakitori, I think this could be a nice, cheap alternative to Binchotan. On the website and on Amazon, there is also the dragon version of this. So this one lasts 5 hours. The dragon one has bamboo in it, and it says it lasts 6 hours, but that one costs $50 for the 11-pound box. And at that price, you're basically creeping up to the cheaper Binchotan territory, so I would recommend probably going for Binchotan at that point. And here's how it looks just out of the box, just stacked in here. You see that this one has exposed some wood chips in here, so it's pressurized with sawdust and wood material. But that's not carbonized wood though, so it's just gonna smoke up. And I count 4 layers of maybe 4 to 5, so it looks there's 16 to 20 sticks in here. So I've started lighting up the charcoal. The problem is this is just anytime you're cooking outside. It's a nice sunny day. Humidity is at 56%, but we have this 15 miles per hour wind, so that's definitely affecting how I can light up this charcoal. And what I can do is maybe just cover this up. This is the container that the stove came in. Just block the wind a little bit right here. Hopefully I can still light up this charcoal right here. So 5 minutes in, let's take a look. Might be a while. Definitely the wind is affecting it lighting up. So far as it's lighting up, not much smoke, but I am getting the smell, the wood smoke that you find in lump charcoal. Kind of that campfire wood smell, the smoke smell from firewood. 11 minutes in, maybe 1/4 lit, look around. We're looking at 16 minutes. I do see a little bit of orange glowing inside. Give it maybe another minute on here and I'll put it in the grill. Okay, at 18 minutes, it's glowing inside. Let's go ahead and put this in the grill. Let's get all this ash off. Leave the vent open. Get this temperature high. All right, let's go ahead and do an initial reading. It's like 1,160, 70, 60, 70, somewhere between 1,100 to 1,250 or so. Temperature reading at 5 minutes in, looking around 1,100, 1,098, 1,115. So it's hovering, I would say, between 1,080 to about 1,150. Since the temperature seems pretty steady at 1,100, I think I'm ready to test out grilling. Go ahead and put these rods on. And then for this test, I wanted to test the same skewers that I tested for the lump and Binchotan. So I have some breast skewers, negima, and some shoulders. 45 seconds in, another breast on there. Another 45 seconds in. So there's definitely a wind happening right now. This is 4 minutes since putting this side on. Let's check the temperature. 1,900, 1,000. So it seems like it's gone down a little. Try fanning it. This chicken breast has been going on for about 7 minutes. See, as you can hear, it's very windy. So 10 minutes in, it's somewhere around 1000 degrees. No smoke, only when the chicken fats drip, there's only smoke then. So far, I'd say it's pretty close to Binchotan, or just regular Ogatan that I'm used to using. It's about 11 minutes in. I think this chicken breast is done. It's based on feel. Seems pretty close to the chicken when you cook it on Binchotan, Ogatan. Not much smoke, definitely not coming from the charcoal, only when the juices drip. So I'd say it's pretty close. Give it a taste test. May not be as fluffy as the Binchotan, but still nice heat. That's a default as a starting point. I do like this so far, especially for the price point. So here's the breast. I'm looking for sort of nice softness inside, the bounce. Yeah. This charcoal's doing okay so far. So it's been about 25 minutes since putting the Charblox into this grill. I wanted to do a fan test. So before fanning, we're looking at 1070, 1050. See what happens after 1 minute of fanning. Fan from the top, fan from the bottom as well. You guys can see my fan's pretty beat up after using this the last 2-3 months. It's getting hotter, definitely feel that. All right, let's do a check. 1250, 1300, 1050. So it goes up maybe 200, 250 degrees after fanning. Definitely just feel the warmth. It's much hotter right now. So one thing that I've noticed, this happens with Ogatan too, but if you have the charcoal, it creates ash deposit on the top. That actually blocks a lot of the heat. So you might have to flip it over and expose some of the other parts. And definitely that gets hotter as you move it around. So you see this just cakes on, this ash just cakes on. Kind of have to shake that off. Then now all of a sudden it's hotter once you get that layer of caked on ash off. Okay, so let's see what the temperature is like once you get that ash off. 1340, 1380, 1400. Definitely, it just goes higher up. So make sure once in a while you gotta get that caked on ash off. Make sure your charcoal stays nice and hot. All right, next up, I wanna test out something that's a lot fattier with all the skin on it. See if it flares up or not, or how it flares up. So we got the negima and the shoulders are here. Okay, 1 minute in. Had a little bit of flare up here. We do want to avoid flare ups. I'm just gonna wipe that off. Oh, that black soot. Definitely seeing the flare ups in here. All right, so this is negima that was grilled using the Charblox. It's missing the smoky flavor that I can get with the Binchotan. Basically the vaporized, the smoke from the fats. It's definitely missing that, but the texture is really nice and fluffy from the inside, which is what it's like cooking with Binchotan. Yeah, it's interesting. I was expecting that because with the breast, it just seems close to the Binchotan style. So I was hoping, or I was expecting that I'll get that same smoke, but even when I was cooking, I wasn't really getting that white smoke that you normally would get with the Binchotan. Nice and soft. Yeah, I wonder if it's because of the wind factor, but yeah, definitely we didn't see that river of sort of white smoke. I wonder if it's just all the buildup because the ash got kicked on, but I guess it didn't really vaporize smoke. We did see some flare-ups. That means the fat drippings that caught on fire, but yakitori, you want it so hot that instantaneous when the fat drips, it turns into vapor, that white smoke. That smoke is what flavors it, and this is missing that. Halfway through when I was cooking this, especially with the breast, I had really high hopes for this. A really good alternative. It can be. I think it's definitely closer than using lump charcoal to Binchotan, but I didn't get that smoke flavor that you get from the vaporized chicken fats. I'm gonna try again though. Maybe take that crust off. So maybe with this crust on, you don't get that vaporized white smoke action you get from Binchotan. It's been an hour since we loaded up the Charblox into the grill, and as we can see, kind of moved it to the side over here to the left. We've lost about 1/3 of the charcoal in 1 hour. So I'm not sure if this is gonna last 5 hours, as they say. We'll see what happens at the 2-hour mark. So I still have some skewers left. I kind of want to give it another go. The negimai didn't really taste that smokiness, so I'm gonna try a few more skewers and see if I can get that smokiness still out of here.